Greetings everybody, Ken here with yet another in a long line of VPN reviews designed to help you, my loyal viewers, suss out what is worthy of your hard-earned dollar, crypto, whatever it is your currency of choice may be these days. Under the microscope today is StrongVPN, and we're going to find out if StrongVPN falls victim to Ken's old adage that if you put some type of modifier in there that implies you do something well, you better do it well. So StrongVPN, you better be tough. And how does one determine? And you may be wondering, Ken, how do you determine whether StrongVPN fits the mark? And that's a great question. And the answer is the Mount Rushmore of VPN awesomeness. And if for some reason StrongVPN does not live up to its name and meet that proverbial mark, you know I have recommendations for you, so check the description below for that. And of course, I'll include any deals, discounts, coupon codes that aren't available on the internet to save you money, because I care and saving money is cool, so you can spend it on other things. So feel free to take advantage of that if you like. 4 things every VPN should have to be considered good and worthy of your hard-earned money. And those things are the ease of use. How easy is it to use their platform, their app, all those things? Is it compatible with a multitude of OSs? And if you run into a problem, what is it like to deal with their customer support? Number 2 is security. It's a virtual private network. So what are they doing to keep you virtually private as you surf their network? What's the encryption like? Do they have a log policy? Are there leaks or other things like that? 3 is performance. Speed is everything. All the features in the world are wonderful, but if it's slow as molasses, then you're going to be experiencing lags, not be able to bust through those geo blocks and geo restrictions that prevent you from accessing content on those streaming sites like Netflix and Disney Plus and Hulu if you don't live in the country that it's available. And what other things can it do? What can it do? Lastly, value. Are you really getting that bang for your buck? Do they have a money-back guarantee or a free trial to be able to give it a test run? So with all that said, StrongVPN, step into the ring. And when it came to the ease of use, I did actually find that the user interface was a little on the outdated side, which was a little bit of a disappointment for me, honestly, because one of the things I'm always considering when we're testing everything in the lab is putting myself in the mindset of a beginner and making sure that despite all the vast cadre of knowledge I have on VPNs and all things related to internet, I also want to put myself in the mindset of somebody who's never used this stuff before and think about what they're trying to accomplish when they're looking at a VPN. So when it came to the user interface, I found that to be a little bit more on the disappointing side. However, it was compatible with a multitude of OSs, and more importantly, when it came to the customer support, they were quick, they were helpful, it seemed like they knew what they were talking about. So despite it how somewhat outdated the user interface was, when you ran into a problem, they were very quick and helpful to solve it. Security-wise, they use the standard military-grade AES 256-bit encryption. They do have a no logs policy, and those unfamiliar with it means that they do not keep a log of your activity, which is really the essence of a VPN, making sure that whatever you're doing is done safely and anonymously and privately. So having a no logs policy, despite the fact that they exist in the US, means that they are not going to keep a record of what you're doing, but in some instances may, if the law enforcement knocks on their door and says, hey, so-and-so is doing something, depending upon what's going on, they may bend to that in order to help bring you to justice if you're being a naughty person. Performance-wise, when it came to speed, we actually found that they were a little slow on most of the servers that we tested, which can be problematic, especially when it comes to using things like Netflix and busting through those geo blocks and accessing content from around the world that may not be available. Same goes for Disney Plus, Hulu, and a lot of the other streaming sites. They were able to bust through those geo restrictions as well. The slow speed also may affect the torrenting, which they do allow. So if you don't mind the fact that your torrent and your Netflix might have a little bit of a lag, or your downloads might not come down as quickly, then some of the other features about StrongVPN may overshadow the fact that they were a little bit on the slower side. Value-wise, one of the things I did want to point out that I thought was interesting, that they offer you the ability to use their apps on up to 12 devices simultaneously, which might explain why the speed isn't all there in some respects, because if everybody's able to use 12 devices simultaneously, I mean, who wouldn't take advantage of that? And on the price side of value, they are a little bit higher than some of the more comparable VPNs out there that offer some more interesting features. And if you do commit to that longer period and find that you're not digging it, you have 30 days, no questions asked, to get your money back, so keep that in mind as well. And while I would recommend StrongVPN based on a number of reasons, including the customer support and security and their ability to blow through those geo-blocks for Netflix and for torrenting as well, I did think the fact that they were slow and the outdated user interface meant that there were some options out there that I thought might be a better fit for you. And those two are ExpressVPN and NordVPN. And ExpressVPN is the one to get if you just want to get the best overall. And as Tina Turner said, if you just want to get simply the best overall, then go with Express. You've probably heard in previous videos me extol their praises, and I will continue to do so because when I go to the lab and test VPNs for speed, Express is the benchmark by which I compare all of them because they're always coming out on top. Express is also the best for torrenting, unblocking streaming services, blasting through those geo-blocks to access content in areas outside of where you may be living, including Netflix, Disney+, Amazon Prime, Hulu, BBC iPlayer, and hundreds of others. And you don't have to worry about any bandwidth limits or being penalized if you download or stream too much. They use military-grade 256-bit encryption to keep you safe, completely anonymous no matter what you're doing online. And Express also allows you to use their apps on up to 5 different devices simultaneously. And speaking of that app, it's actually won awards for how easy it is to use. So for the beginners out there, make note because Express is a great choice if you've never used a VPN before. They also have some of the best support in the industry. They are available to you 24/7 in the live chat if you need any help, and they also have a 30-day no questions asked money back guarantee to go along with all of that. And if you decide to get ExpressVPN, I'll include a link in the description which will include all of the best promotions and discounts I can find for you to save you money and get you the best deal possible. So again, if you're just looking for the best VPN overall, go with Express. Another top choice would be NordVPN, and NordVPN is geared more towards people who have anonymity and security as their top priority. And although they're not as fast as ExpressVPN, Nord has this really cool double VPN feature that allows you to connect to 2 servers, which gives you even more anonymity and protection as a result of that, because instead of bouncing your IP address to one location to mask it, Nord does that a second time. So double the layers, double the fun, double protection for your internet fun. Nord also allows you to use their app on up to 6 devices simultaneously, so 1 more than Express. And just like Express, it's easy to use, they have excellent customer support, and you can use it for torrenting, unblocking Netflix, all those other streaming sites that I mentioned as well. So Nord would really be a good choice if you prefer greater anonymity or if you prefer saving a few dollars and don't mind sacrificing some speed and performance, other features like that, compared to ExpressVPN for those cost savings. But otherwise, hopefully this video was helpful to you. If so, please leave a thumbs up. A digital panel in the back feels oh so nice. And if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, leave that down below. I love interacting with people who share the same passions as me. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.